Good morning, everyone. It's Joe Waxman, and this morning I was going to make a video about the eclipses coming up. Well, not coming up. Today is the 30th, so today is the full moon eclipse. I think it already happened where I'm at, but anyway, it's today around the world. Full moon eclipse in Gemini, 8 degrees. And just want to point out the this very cool light shape that appeared on my wall. It's due to the stained glass windows I have. Let me just, you can't really see them, too much light, but it's coming from, there's stained glass windows in my bedroom where I'm at right now. It's very cool. I don't know. Nice morning light coming in through the windows. All right, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So I want to talk generally about the eclipse, but also how it relates to America's chart. So the sun is at 8 degrees, 14 minutes Sagittarius. The moon, when it's in the full eclipse point, will be exactly opposite, 8 degrees, 14 minutes Gemini. Close to the nodes. Here's the nodes. Whenever it's within, I think it's 15 degrees of the nodes, it's an eclipse. The closer to the nodes, the more full eclipse it is, and the farther away. It could be far. It might be. I think it's 19 degrees for even a partial eclipse. Anyway, it's within that range. So that's why every year we have several eclipses in 6-month intervals. 2 weeks from now, November 14th, we're going to have a solar eclipse, a total solar eclipse in Sagittarius. But so right now we're having a full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, 8 degrees, 14 minutes of Gemini. And just eclipses in general, what do eclipses mean? Full moon, well, let's start with the full moon lunar eclipse. So the full moon is when the sun and moon are opposite. And this is generally a time for, we intuitively know, like when the moon is full, it's a time for partying, for getting out, for high energy. That's when, people get more wild and crazy and their energy comes out, and that's where when the lunatics come out. There's a correlate. I think there's like the police, there's more like crimes committed on full moons. Anyway, people definitely become more wild and active and party more and are more violent in full moons. When there's a full moon lunar eclipse, that means that the Earth's shadow hits the moon, and there's a full alignment between the sun, the Earth, and the moon. Then it's the culmination of karma, you could say, because the moon and the moon's nodes deal with karma. So it's a ripening of karma. It's like the ripe fruit. In fact, it's like the ripe fruit that has fallen. So it's like the ripest, it's fully ripe, ripened karma. So you could correlate it to like a harvest or ripe fruit, or just something that's just ready, that's fully culminated to its fullest potential. So when there's a full moon lunar eclipse, depending on where it lands in your chart, that's where your karma will ripen. That's where you'll receive the fruits of your labor. You reap what you shall. You reap what you sow, whether it's good or bad. It's not really saying it's good or bad. It's saying that you reap what you sow, and it could be both. But it'll have to do with the sign in the house for you, for every individual that it takes place in. So in Gemini, we're dealing with things that have to do with Gemini, mercurial things. So like um, communication, logic, intellect, facts, information, the media, short distance travel, friends. Um, what else? I mean, that's mostly it. Gemini deals with the lower mind, the rational mind, the thinking mind, the logical mind. So, and then one more thing, whether it's the north node or south node. The north node's in Gemini. North node means increasing, generally. South node means decreasing. So if we put it all together, we have increasing information, logic, news. It could be news or facts, or so like there's going to be, you could say like the karmic release of new information, right? Media, logic. So there could be new information coming out that has been a long time building up. So like the fruition of something that is has been in the works, and now it's ready, it's ripe to come out. So it's revealing. So something that we didn't know is coming out, could be coming out to the surface. So like there could be big headlines. And the way eclipses work is that it doesn't happen like, we're not going to find out today. They're in effect for the next 6 months. So this could be for the next 6 months. Think about this what I'm saying right now, that a lot of information, Gemini, could be coming out, could be increasing, right? North node. And what else? There could be an increase in travel, in fact, an increase in communication. Eclipses are game changers. They change the direction of things, of events. So travel could increase, at least short distance travel. People could be going places more. Travel could open up more. The lockdowns might have a hard time with this new eclipse because people are going to want to travel more. And a lot of things that have been held secret could be coming to the forefront, especially because what we're dealing with is squares to Neptune, right? If we're just looking at the eclipse by itself, Neptune is at 18 degrees. The nodes are at 19 degrees. So that's a square to the nodes. Whatever is square to the nodes is like something that is going to be like stuck in the middle, because the south node is decreasing and letting go. The north node is increasing and moving towards. And whatever is square to the nodes is going to be a challenge that is neither here nor there. It's kind of stuck in the middle. It's like a static point, and you're going to have to deal with it. It's like a point that you just can't ignore, but it's neither here nor there, and you don't know what to do with it. And Neptune, especially in Pisces, deals with illusions and delusions and deceit and secrets and fabrication and stories, and a lot of things that we're facing right now. Not only that, but Neptune rules Pisces, but its co-ruler is Jupiter. And Jupiter is debilitated, excuse me, in Capricorn, surrounded by malefics, Pluto and Saturn. Jupiter's not too happy here. Jupiter's not doing too well, and Jupiter is kind of, we could say Jupiter's like sick. Maybe Jupiter has coronavirus, just to make it relevant to what's going on. which there's some good news. Come December 19th, Jupiter is moving into Aquarius, so everything's going to change around then. But for now, Jupiter's not too happy, and that is negatively influencing Pisces uh, and Neptune in Pisces, in fact, because they're related. So even though coronavirus is a thing, it's real, but it's the spin, the delusion, the fabrication, the making a mountain out of a molehill really is what's going on with Neptune in Pisces. And that being squared to the nodes, that has to do with what's coming out, that we're going to be the news, the truth, the facts. That's Gemini, that's Mercury, is going to be coming out. And we also have to look to Mercury, especially in America, right? Let's see, where's Mercury right now so Mercury's in Scorpio, right? So Scorpio deals with secrets. Mercury in Scorpio knows all the secrets. Whether he tells it is another story or not, but with the eclipse, we're going to find out secrets for definitely. And look at America's Mercury. America's Mercury is in the 8th house in Cancer. So that's very watery, and it's retrograde. So it's very, very deep and hidden, secretive. So definitely Gemini loves to tell all the secrets. Gemini loves to tell all the secrets that Scorpio wants to keep secret, or Cancer, or 8th house in this case. So with this lunar eclipse in Gemini, especially look, it's exactly conjunct America's Uranus. So especially for America, shocking news. We're going to hear shocking news, very shocking news is going to come out. Shocking revelations, because Uranus deals with the truth above all else, right? So even though there's a lot of secrets and a lot of deceit and a lot of fabrication, a lot of stories, lies, and all that, and we're also squaring America's Neptune, there's a lot of deceit going on that is going to be revealed. Uranus in Gemini and full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, that's really bringing out deep, deep hidden secrets, game changers. Like, wow, like, the North Node is conjunct America's Mars in Gemini, so it's bringing that energy into it. Mars in Gemini is very aggressive, especially in communication. So there's going to be a lot of fighting. There already is, but there will be even more, especially with this revelation. People are going to get fired up. This is activated. People are going to be arguing. The news is going to do attacks, media hits, hit and run all over the place on everyone, on all their oppositions, Try not to get too political here, just in general. People are going to be arguing and fighting. We already know that. But to make things even more interesting, this is right on Aldebaran and Antares. These are two very powerful stars. Aldebaran is the eye of the bull. So the eye, what is the eye of the bull? That's the sight, the consciousness, the knowingness. So really, we're getting what we're looking at right now, and we can sort of feel it in the air. There's an electric vibe. We're dealing with some very, very powerful revelations, shocking truths that are going to come out relating to America, and especially, what do we know? I mean, what's going on? The elections. This has so much to do with the elections. We're going to find out some really, really powerful stuff that has been going on, that's been the secret things that are in the works, secret things that have been ripening. Now they're ripe. The fruit is fallen. The fruit is falling, right? Today is the day. The fruit is fully ripe and it's fallen. It's karma. Karma's reaping. We're reaping the karma. We're reaping what we have sown, So people who have been sowing bad seeds of deceit, seeds of lies, seeds of treachery, seeds of, treason, cheating, stealing. That's going to come out to the surface. That's going to be revealed. And we're going to find out the truth. Gemini, Uranus, seventh house, that deals with the truth. That's, shout it out. That's what that's all about. Shout it out. Shout out the truth. No more secrets. Okay, secrets are dead with Gemini. I'm a Gemini, that, I'm a Gemini with Uranus conjunct ascendant, so I get this. Plus, I also have the secret. I have 8th house sun and Scorpio rising, so I understand both sides. And believe me, I understand how Scorpio nature wants to keep things hidden, secret, and Gemini and Uranus are like, just give us the right chance and we'll tell all the secrets, like that's what it does. This also has to do with America's identity. It's fundamentally hitting America's identity. So there's going to be a very powerful identity shifts. South Node is close to the ascendant. That's loss. That's detachment. So there's sort of like a pushing off from America's identity, right? And we see that. I mean, there is that push-pull. I mean, a lot of people are holding on to the past, but a lot of people are like, they're, like burning flat, the whole thing, like Antifa and all the kneeling to the national anthem. I'm not saying, and that's not a commentary on whether it's good or bad. I don't personally like it. I think there are much more mature ways to deal with this kind of energy, but that's where that's coming from. Regardless of that, there's a shift in America's identity, a shifting, a changing because of this South Node to the ascendant and the eclipses. So, I mean, this is very fascinating. The sun right now is making an inconjunct aspect to Uranus, furthering the shocking revelation that is about to be revealed, that we'll see. Look, 8:14, 7:33, right? Opposite here, inconjunct here, 1/12th aspect here. So Uranus is really strong right now. We're getting a lot of Uranus, especially in America. And Uranus is shocks and truth. Shocks and truth and revelation. It shakes people up, shakes you to the core. It's a bolt of lightning. Whenever Uranus is in the chart, whether by transit or natal, that's where you get bolts of lightning, shocks from the heavens. Very disturbing, but it's there to wake you up. And that's what this is. It's wake up energy, wake up time. Ding, 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 wake up. Wake the fuck up. Right. So let's look at the solar eclipse. I mean, this is such a powerful time astrologically. So the sun's at 22 degrees, Sag, November 14th. It's coming, or sorry, December 14th. It's coming up. And Moon and Mercury. So Moon will be at 22 degrees at the exact time of the eclipse. Mercury is involved in this one. So again, we're getting that double dose of Mercury, Gemini lunar eclipse, and Sag solar eclipse with Mercury. So that's uniting the lower and higher mind together. We're getting truth and facts and logic together with philosophy and higher thinking, relating to America's identity. Sagittarius also has to do with the law. So that will be, involved in court cases, court decisions. Let's see here. The node. 19. So we're at 19. Um, so yeah, this is a very, Mercury is exactly conjunct the south node here. And Mars is almost exactly conjunct the north node, 2119. So again, what we're getting here is a little different. Sagittarius, first we're getting the news, right? The shocking revelations. Then it's going to come down to the law, you know, the Supreme Court or whatever court. There's going to be big shifts. New solar eclipses, where lunar eclipses have to deal with the culmination of karma, the ripening of karma. Solar eclipses are basically new moons. Not basically, they are new moons. The moon, it lines up with the sun. It's a new moon, and it lines up perfectly so that it's right over the sun. That's the solar eclipse. And this is a full solar eclipse. It'll be very powerful one, very powerful one, because it's very close, right? We're talking about, let's see, 1957, 22, 27. So that's 2 degrees plus 2+ degrees, very close. And Mercury. Wow. And that's about 10 degrees from the ascendant. So that's very affecting America's identity. What can we say about this? Constitutional. It's constitutional. It's hitting it's hitting America's Constitution. It's hitting the Supreme Court. It's hitting the shocking revelations are going to go to America, right to the core of America, America's identity, its Constitution, its you know, the Supreme Court. We're going to get some big shifts in the law, in America's fundamental identity, philosophy. Still squaring Neptune, so still dealing with being muddled by lies, deceit, delusions, fabrications, stories. People are going to be fighting this. People are going to be believing all sorts of stuff. People are going to be confused. People are not going to know what to believe. There's going to be all sorts of stories, both from the transit and the natal Neptune. It's going to be very difficult. People are going to be confused and not know how to handle this. Opposite Mars, there's going to be arguing, a lot of fighting. What else? Jupiter's still here. It's still not powerful, but it's right at the end. 28. There's a foreshadowing in all astrology where the energy knows when it's about to shift. So even though Jupiter is not happy in Capricorn, it knows it's about to go into Aquarius, and it's much happier in Aquarius, especially for America, Aquarius. So Saturn is the co-rule. Saturn's happy in Aquarius. Jupiter is happy in Aquarius. The co-ruler of Aquarius is Uranus. Uranus is in Gemini natally for America. So at least that, it's not great in Taurus, but natally for America, Uranus is in Gemini. It likes to be in Gemini because it can be, you know, very mental and active. And esoterically, Jupiter rules Aquarius. So it's not so bad. It's not like Saturn's going to dominate it even in Aquarius. Jupiter esoterically rules Aquarius. I know it's a different system, but still there is a correlation there. So December 19th, okay, this is the 14th, the 19th, it's only a few days, less than a week away. Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, moves into Aquarius. And that's when the energy is really going to shift for the positive. So we're going to have a few more days where things don't look great. December 19th, things are really going to turn around. These eclipses, the shocking revelation of truth that's going to come out, and then it's going to hit the law, and it's going to have, the law is going to turn because eclipses mean new, right? It's not the same. Eclipses don't mean continuation of the same. They mean a changing of the guard, something new that's coming, right? So a solar eclipse means new beginning. whereas lunar eclipse means culmination. So it being south node, so that's really a loss. That's really, it doesn't mean good or bad, but it means a loss of a decrease. So there's going to be some kind of changing of the law. And somebody's going to lose. Somebody's going to lose out. We'll see how. I can make up a story. I don't want to put too many details in there, but I just broadly painting with broad strokes that the south node indicates loss, but it doesn't say who's going to lose, right? So anyway, it's going to be exciting is all I can say. It's really fascinating, super exciting. We're in for big change, shocking revelations, changing of America's identity, changing of the law. Jupiter conjunct Saturn, December 21st. December 19th, it moves into Aquarius. December 21st is the great conjunction. Man, we are in for some historic times, historic events. Everything shifts, everything changes come December 21st. I mean, it's a new story. All bets are off. It's really a shift of the ages. And that's super, super exciting. Yeah. I think that's it for now. We're in for some really, really interesting times. So buckle your seatbelts, guys. This is amazing, amazing stuff that we're about to witness. All right. Thanks. Bye.